कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। The essence of Vishnu Sahasranamam is found in Sri Ramanama. How do we know that? This verse itself beautifully delineates it. We understand that Parvati was answered by Mahadeva Rudramurti with the essence of Ramanama. That's it. There are a set of 32 namas and a set of 11 namas that occur in Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam that talks about the essence of Ramanamam and Ramacharita. In that essence of Ramacharitam, we have Paradrihi Paramaspashtaha. This is how the namas begin. So here we have Paramaspashtaha, 391st nama. Kincha Paramaspashtaha, Spashta Pratyaksha Drishta Swaparamyaha. Now, what he says is, when the Lord was born as Rama, well, as Krishna we know Tavadbhutam Balagamambujekshanam Chaturbhujam Shankha Gadariyudharindam Shrivatsalakshmam Gadashovikaustuvam Pitambarav Sandravayoda Saubhagam Mahara Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahastra Kuntaram Uddhavakachi Gadakankanadi Virvirochamanam Vasudeva Makshata. We have seen how he was born. But in Ramavataram, wasn't he born like a normal child? The commentator says, Kincha Paramaspashtaha Spashta Pratyaksha Drishta Swaparamyaha. He says very clearly the Lord showcased himself as Paramatma, it seems. How? Look at the invocatory verses of Rama's birth. Tarascha Dvadashe Mase Chaitre Navaniketithau Nakshatre Aditi Devatye Svocha Samstheshu Panchasu. 5 grahas were in the exalted state, in the Uchchasthanam. What does that state? It occurs very rarely, says Jyotishya Shastra. When 5 grahas are in the exalted state, there is a saying, Panchoche Lokanayakaha. When the 5 grahas are at an exalted state, the Lord is referred to as Lokanayaka, a world leader. So we know that he is Paramatma, we know he is Ishvara, we know he is Bhagavan. But when he was born as Rama, also he showcased this quality. So Spashta Pratyaksha Drishta Swaparamyaha, says the commentator. Then he says, Paramaschasavaspashtas Cheti Paramaspashtaha. He is very, very high in the sense. He has got all the qualities in him. But at the same time, there are certain instances in the Ramayana which make us feel, is he Paramatma or is he acting? What are those instances? We have seen in the past. When Sita was abducted, Rama, who was the greatest archer, even Arjuna reveres Rama. So Rama being such a great archer, could have lifted his cauldron of the bow, inserted an arrow and shot at Ravana from there. Rather, what he did, he started crying, Sita, where are you, Sita? Hamsakaranda Vasinam Nande Godavari Nadi. Hey Godavari, hey Karnikara Pushpa. Please tell me where Sita is. If I or you do, it is fine. Is it okay for the Lord to do going in search of Sita? What? So we immediately wondered. He has got Panchauche Lokanayakaha, the one who has got 5 grahas in the exalted state. Suddenly he starts crying, where is Sita? Then we may conclude, see, we may have mistaken that he is Paramatma. No. He's a normal human being. See, he's crying for Sita. In a few minutes from then, when he constructs the Setu, he tells, if this king of the oceans doesn't come and answer my plea, I will dry up the entire ocean. Now a question is, a normal person, can he dry up the ocean? Then he continues. After the ocean king Varuna Raja comes and says, Pahimam, Rama says, don't worry. I am here to kill any demon who's causing problem to you. That is when Samudra Raja says, there are people in the northwestern frontier, they are causing a lot of pollution to the nearby flora and fauna. If you can, please annihilate them. Rama shoots an arrow to that region and that becomes the desert called Thar, which is a Maruka Thara. Now a question is, see, he was able to shoot at a place which was miles away. On the other hand, Lanka was just a few hundred miles. Couldn't he have shot an astram there? Now comes a question. What made him do so? That is why the commentator says, Paramaschasavaspashtascheti paramaspashtaha. Though he may have all the qualities and the power in him, at times the behavior in Ramavataram is as such that we cannot decipher it clearly. We may not be able to comprehend him clearly. Since he has got all the powers with him, yet not so understandable to us, the nama given to him is Paramaspashtaha. So we have Pararthihi and now Paramaspashtaha, all dealing with Rama's qualities and Rama's powers, yet not understandable to us. Next comes the beautiful nama Tushtaha. So if you want to call your grandson, what name to give? Tushta is a beautiful nama. Tushtaha is the name of Rama as described by Bhishmacharya in Vishnu Sahasranama. Tushtaha. Adhikrita adhikaratvat paratvadapi atishayena samasta manushyadi adhikarayor dasharathitva jagat palanayor labhat pritaha tushtaha. What he says is, it is not only that the scholars in the world could only relate to Rama. It is not only the well-read people could only understand Rama. If that was the equation, if that was the formula, if that was the role of Rama, then how did Guha understand Rama? In Yuddha Kandam we have seen the beautiful Maitri Bhavam, the friendship between Guha and Rama. Was Guha educated enough to understand Rama? How did Guha understand Rama? Sugriva, he belonged to the Vanara Jati. I don't see any places that says that he was extremely educated and well-read. How did Sugriva understand Rama? Vibhishana, yes, he came in Pulastya Vamsham. He was the son of Vishravas, yet he had the Rakshasa Gunam in him. If the Rakshasa Guna was a fond of Vibhishana, how did he understand Rama? So Rama was not accessible only to the well-read scholars, but Adhikrita adhikaratvat paratvadapi atishayena samasta manushyadi. All the human beings could understand him very well. As he walked into the forest, every Maharshi, every Tapasvi, every normal person, every forest dweller felt that somebody of their relatives had come to their house. So adhikarayor dasharathitva jagat. Now the word used is, he was the son of Dasharatha, Dasharathi. What does that mean? When people venerate him later, Rama, you are Sakshat Narayana, you are Sakshat Mahavishnu. Rama turns left, right, and says, Atmanam Manusham Manye Ramam Dasharathatmajam. You have mistaken me. All of you listen. Atmanam Manusham Manye. And a primitive, normal human being, Manusham Manye, Ramam Dasharathatmajam. I am the son of Dasharatha and Dasharathi. My name is Rama. So when people call him Paramatma, when people call him Bhagavan, when people see the Ishvara Tattvam in him, he says, I am a normal son, I am the son of Dasharathi. So Dasharatha, he is Dasharathi, Dasharathitva Jagat, Palanayor, labhat pritaha tushtaha. So he showcases himself as a normal human being. He does not have avaricious quality. He is not aspiring for something great. He says, I'm very contented with what I have. Rama, you have to become the heir apparent? Okay, father. You have to go to the forest? Okay, father. Sita will be separated from you? That is my karma. These are your sons, you didn't know about it, I will accept them now. So he was a very contented person. That way, the commentator says, he was Tushtaha. Tushtaha means, though he has got all the qualities to call himself Paramatma, though the learned people can understand him well, it is not that people who are not educated, people who are not adept enough will not understand. Something very interesting. As a Bharatiya, as an Indian, largely born and raised in Karnataka Pradesham, which is Bengaluru, and then for a few years in Chennai, the capital of Dravidadesham or Tamil Nadu, I spent a few years in the north of India while I was studying. So whenever I used to go to the north of India, I used to wonder. I thought Ramayana is for the learned. But then, a person who drives the auto rickshaw, when he greets me, he would say, Jai Ram Ji Ki. So I used to wonder, see, if he did not have the opportunity to learn the Ramayana or the 24,000 verses of Valmiki, that didn't stop him from offering bhakti to Rama. By saying Jai Ram Ji Ki, with that one line, by invoking the name Rama there, he has brought the essence of Vishnu Sahasranamam and Ramayanam there. So that is when I understood. Tushtaha doesn't necessarily mean he reaches out only to the learned community. He reaches to every community. This accessibility is very important. While I've given you an example from the north of India, in the south of India, roughly 1500, 1600 years ago, as per some of the historians' account, was born one of the greatest mystic poets called as Nammalvar. He was called as Shatakopa Muni. Nammalvar says beautifully in his Tamil verse. Tamil is one of the oldest and classical languages of Bharatadesham and the Indian subcontinent. He says, Karpar, Iramaviranai Allan Vatrum Karparo. Will a person who wants to lead a very, very ideal, a very nice, peaceful, prosperous life, will that person look for some other example but Rama? Which means a person who wants to lead a very peaceful, a very sincere life will look up only to Rama, says Nammalvar. Karpar, Irama Viranai Allan Matrum Karparo. Rama Piran. So Rama Piran is the one whom we should look up to. So be it in the north of India where anybody there says Jai Ram Ji Ki, or to the poet in the south of India who says learn from Rama, it signifies the essence of a Ramanama called Tushtaha. So we have dealt with three namas, Parardhihi, Paramaspashtaha, Tushtaha. So he has got all the essential qualities in him. His qualities even overtake his ownership on the universe. 2. He has got the qualities, yet at times he is not that understandable. 3. Just because he is treated as Paramatma and Bhagavat Swarupam, it is not that he is accessible only to the learned people. He is accessible even to the commoners. That is what Tushtaha says. Sir, you said 32 namas are there in the bucket. Out of 32 namas, you have just given 10%, 1/10, 3 namas essence. Don't worry, we will have many episodes that will be describing the essence of these namas as mentioned in Sri Vishnu Sahasranama.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.